Children, till now we have done in our lesson Robinson Crusoe, reading of this lesson, new words, arranging them according to dictionary, and question answers. Now in continuation with this, today we will be doing next exercise, and this is choose the correct answer. Here you can see on your screen there are few statements given, and with it options are given and you have to choose the right option. So let's do it. Choose the correct answer. First statement is Robinson ran back to his home as fast as he could because he A was racing, B was afraid, C was in a hurry to go home. So he wasn't racing, neither he was hurry to go home. As it is, he didn't have any home. So answer B is correct. That is, he was afraid. Next statement is he could not sleep because A, there was an animal outside his cave. B, he thought savages had come from the mainland. C, his bed was uncomfortable. So children, he didn't have any bed and there was no animal outside his cave. So the correct answer we are left with is answer B. He thought savages had come from the mainland. That's why he was very much frightened, very much afraid. So he could not sleep. Now third statement is why was Robinson Crusoe sure that it was not his footprint? A, it didn't look like a human footprint. It looked smaller than his. C, he had not come to this part of the beach in a long time. So answer A and B. It was a human footprint that we have seen, that he was sure that it was a human footprint. And whereas the B option is concerned, it looks small. It looked smaller than his. So it was not so, because the footprint was much more larger, bigger than his own footprint. So both A and B are incorrect. So answer C is correct. He had not come to this part of the beach in a long time. So there was no question that it was his footprint. It was indeed the footprint of somebody else's. The fourth part is where was Robinson Crusoe? A, on a boat? No. B, in a town? No. C, alone on an island? And D, on an airplane. So we know that answer C is correct. Alone on an island. Let's see next exercise. And this is let's talk. We will do it later on. So next exercise is let's write. So how this exercise is going to work? The words in the sentences are jumbled. Write them in order. One is done for you. So these are jumbled words. You have to arrange these words in order to make a meaningful sentence. So we'll do this. Was Ireland the inhabited? So correct order will be the island was inhabited. Here I have written the complete sentences. Now later on, and as for the part of this exercise, I'll number these words according to their priority. So you'll have to write down, arranging them according to that order. Footprint to someone this belonged. This footprint belonged to someone. And children, don't forget to put full stop or the any other mark which is supposed to be there. I around me looked. I looked around me. I went the towards footprint large. I went towards the large footprint. Was afraid I now. I was afraid now. So this is your exercise. Now let's move on to the second one. Children, let's move on to the next exercise. Fill in the blanks with the correct word. I was frightened. So what will be there? I was frightened but curious. मैं डरा हुआ था लेकिन उत्सुक था. I decided to go to the beach, so I went along the water's edge. मैंने बीच पर जाने का सोचा, इसलिए मैं पानी के किनारे के साथ साथ चलने लगा. I ran as fast as I could because I was frightened. Because I was frightened. I was very much tired and confused. So these are your fill in the blanks exercise statements. The next exercise is write a story on strange footprints. Now this exercise you will do on your own, and let me explain this to you. There are few questions given. Where did you see the footprints? Now with your imagination you can assume the situation where you might have got those footprints. You have to think. So you can say that I saw those footprints in a thick forest, or next to my doorstep, or when I was in the garden, wherever, or in my school for that matter, or when I had gone to see my aunt, uncle, there I saw those strange footprints. What sort of a day was it? Was it a sunny day, rainy day, bright day, or it was a storm on that day? Whatever you want to include it, you can include in that. Did you see them at night? Was it night or evening or morning or whatever? What happened when you followed the footprints? So when you started to follow the footprints, what did you ultimately discover? Was that of any animal or any human being or whatever you could imagine? What did you see? Now what did you find ultimately? Let's say it was a footprint of a dog. Then what happened? You followed that footprint, then ultimately it led to you to some bush, and there you saw a small puppy lying there. What happened then? So you can write that puppies were hungry, so I gave them some milk to drink and some bread to eat. So whatever, it can be your own statements, your own story. So in return, when you answer these questions, you will be developing a story. So children, do this.